Hello and welcome to Topics with Khalil Speaks. I just wanted to show you my shirt, Black Lives Matter in Atlanta. Um, I'm doing this special topic today, and it's about police brutality. It's about how we are seen in this country as expendable as black individuals, black men, women, and children. We are seen as if we don't have any value, if we don't have any sort of anything that we have contributed to this society. Yesterday, well, Sunday rather, there was an individual in Kenosha, Wisconsin, Jacob Blake. He was shot in the back 7 times by a police officer. Now, from what I've been gathering of the information, this man was beloved in that neighborhood, father of 6. He had 3 of his 6 children in the vehicle with him. And he pulled up to the neighborhood apparently, and or I don't know if he pulled up, but he was there breaking up a fight between 2 individuals. One of them apparently called the police, and you all know as well as I do, when the police arrive, for some strange reason, even if the individual is the hero of the day, for some reason they always seem to target the black man that even is helping. Like, look at the security guard in Chicago. He saved the situation. The cop rolled up, thought he was the aggressor, and murdered him. By the way, I don't even know if the cops was indicted in that situation. So it always seems to come that no matter what, when the police arrive, their main objective is to let's find someone, whatever he's doing or whatever she's doing, let's find someone that we can potentially arrest, harass, do something to let them know that we are the police and we are not taking anybody's crap. We are going to do what we will, and we are going to continually oppress everyone that is of black race. Period. Now, thank God I just learned that Jacob Blake is in stable condition after being shot 7 times in the back. Now, I would show you the video, but I had the video up, but YouTube said the video was against community guidelines, and they took my video down. Now, mind you, there's about 1,000 other sites that have the same exact video. But for some reason, my video was reported and it was taken down. No problem. I'm not stressing. I'm not mad at them. So be it. But taking one video down is not stopping what's happening. There's been protests 2 nights in a row in Kenosha, Wisconsin. Los Angeles had big protests. So you're not going to stop it. See, you would think that police officers would actually think about what they're doing. In this climate, after George Floyd and the damn whole country blew up in protest, you would think that the police departments around the country would actually start saying, hey, maybe, just maybe, we should stop targeting African Americans and seeing them as expendable or seeing them as cash cows and seeing them as useless and valueless. Maybe we should stop doing that. Maybe we should start reevaluating our training and our ideologies as a police department and start seeing them as valued humans, citizens of this country, so when we approach them, we don't automatically become aggressive to them. We give them the benefit of the doubt just like we would give a white person. But police departments are always trained that you are the king and the people that you're around are peasants. And if they don't bow to you, then they're disrespecting you. So now you get pissed off and now you can do whatever you want. You can harass them, you can beat them, and you can murder them. That's the problem with police departments around the country. In this country. And honestly, from what I've been hearing, it's the same way in countries like England, in countries where, like Germany, in countries where there's systemic racism. And we're never going to get rid of this. We're never going to get rid of it. Because there's too much arrogance and it's too ingrained into this system that we are here and everyone else is here. So this is a quick Khalil Speaks topic just to talk about, look, if we are going to be subjected to this kind of torture and torment, then why the hell are we still here? Some people say, well, I was born and raised in America. I can't live anywhere else. You know what? It's time to start changing that tune. If we've been oppressed for 400, 500, 600 years in this system, maybe, just maybe, we should start looking at other places to go where maybe this system doesn't exist. Maybe we should take our skills, our abilities, our talents, our intelligence. Maybe we should take all of that and maybe we should extract ourselves out of the situation and go somewhere where maybe we have a shot to not be murdered by the police simply because we're black. Maybe we should take our abilities, maybe we should pool our resources and build a community or build a city or build a state like Akon is doing in Senegal. Maybe we should move to places where we actually can live. Maybe we should move places outside of places like the United States of America and England and all these places that if it was not for the backs of our forefathers, these countries would not even exist. They murdered us. They kidnapped our ancestors. They did everything that they could to try to stop us from being great. And even to this day, everything that goes on is designed to let you know you have no value. You have no true worth in this society. So if these people train their authority figures to basically say, hey, these people have no value, these people have no worth, then why the hell are we still here? I mean, has anybody ever thought about that? Why are we still here? I don't believe that if you're in a situation where it's detrimental to your health, mentally, physically, emotionally, it is detrimental to your family, it's detrimental to your life, it's detrimental in every single way, why would you remain in that place? That's like somebody who's on a job for 20 years and that job makes them sick. They hate every day. They hate everybody around. Well, why the hell are you there? Why would you stay there for 20 years if you hated it? Some people's ideology is, oh, because I got to pay bills. Well, there's other ways to pay bills. If you've born, look, I've been born and raised here in the United States. But that doesn't mean I have to stay in the United States. If I know that this society is oppressive, why would I stay here? Why would you stay here? It doesn't make sense. And then you say you love this country, but the country doesn't love you. They don't love us. They want to see us dribbling the ball and running with a football. That's when they claim they love us, but in the grand scheme of things, we get no love. The whole system was not designed for us to be loved. It was designed for us to be enslaved forever. The laws are still written for us to be enslaved. So why the hell are we still here? This just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense at all. It doesn't make sense that every single day during a pandemic, there's some sort of video showing someone being brutalized by the police. Why is this? This is not correct. This is not normal. Yet for some reason we think, oh, well, that's how it is living in America. No, it's not supposed to be. That is not a good thing. We should not be subjected to oppression and torture. But you know why? It's because this is not our home. This is not our home. We are the descendants of the captives that were brought here. We're not American. We're Africans who were born in America because of enslavement of our ancestors. We're not American. We don't have the same rights as other people. The justice system doesn't give us the same penalty as they would a white person. The reason for that is we are not considered to be citizens of this country. So when our penalties get brought down, it's 2, 3 times, 10 times worse. Because it's almost like the justice system says you should be happy you're even here. How dare you commit a crime? So here is your multiplied punishment for it. So in closing, if you're being beaten, if you're in a domestic violence situation, would you stay or would you escape? Would you flee? If you were being beaten and brutalized every day, would you stay or would you leave? Even if your brutalizer paid all the bills, they made your life convenient, but in exchange for that convenience, you had to be beaten and bloodied and bruised and have broken bones. Would you stay because they pay the bills, or would you leave and find freedom and peace so you don't have to mend broken bones and bruises and mental scars? Well, if you wouldn't stay in that situation, why the hell are we staying here in the United States? Because we've been beaten and brutalized and broken. And even though some of us have achieved a sense of success financially, but your success doesn't insulate you from brutality. You know how many cops I've watched that was in plain clothes that got profiled and almost was murdered, and they're cops? You know how many times you have detectives and sergeants and lieutenants and chiefs of police and mayors and all these people, Congress people, get harassed simply because they're black by the people that are beneath their authority. Simply because you are a black individual, you are seen as as irrelevant, insignificant. You are seen as a cash cow for communities, for cities, for counties, and for states. And you are deemed expendable if you are murdered by an officer. 9 times out of 10, your death is chalked up as just another notch on their board. As, yeah, I killed a black person today. And my final message, and I'm gonna keep saying it on social media, and after every single message, every single video, I'm gonna keep saying this. We need to arrest the police officers who murdered Breonna Taylor. There's no reason why she should have been murdered in her bed and shot multiple times. We need to arrest the murderers of Breonna Taylor. It should not be taking this long. The laws should not be where somebody is innocent sitting or lying in their bed, in their home, in the comfort of their bed, and be murdered because of a warrant to the wrong address. If the judge who signed the warrant and the police officers who enacted the warrant, the person who gave the address, even the person who gave the address needs to be prosecuted. They should all be arrested for the death of Breonna Taylor. And for Jacob Blake, for the officers who shot him, for the officer, because it only looked like in the video there was one officer that fired the 7 shots. For the officer who shot him, arrest his ass and prosecute him the way it should be. He needs to be prosecuted, fired. He needs to serve jail time. Just like if the situation was reversed, if that black man shot that cop 7 times, he would be the book would be thrown at him. So the same should apply for the police officer who shot Jacob Blake. Arrest him and throw the damn book at him. Life in prison. The same thing for Breonna Taylor's murderers. Life in prison or the death penalty. This has been Khalil Speaks LKE with a very, very upset, disturbed message. I am very, very highly upset about what's been happening. And this just isn't right. And I don't believe that as a people, we should be subjected to this kind of nonsense. So this was just a message from me. It's the 25th of August and of 2020, and I just had to talk to you. I just had to tell you my thoughts, man. As a black man of black children, 2 boys and 2 girls, who are now all adults, it should not be this way. So I'm a firm believer that if people in this country or this country doesn't want us here, then I'm a firm believer that we just shouldn't be here. So again, this is Khalil Speaks LKE, just speaking my mind, talking about this situation with Jacob Blake, and I'm just so upset about what's happened. This is ridiculous. It just needs to stop. So please like, share, subscribe, comment on this video. It's time for an exodus, a mass exodus of our black people. We need to move on to a place that is more home for us. And there's only one place that is truly home for black people, and that's the continent of Africa. So, God bless you. Keep you safe. Hopefully your family is close to you. And once again, arrest the murderers of Breonna Taylor.